Welcome back. We gotta talk to our guys. Jade Empire. We just got the favor of the... I'm trying to talk to Sky first. Oh, he's in my team. That's why he's moving around being weird.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
I need you to stand the hell still so I can talk to you. What's on your mind right now, big boy?
I was thinking about a story my father once told me. He was a scoundrel, but he could spin a fine yarn when he wasn't robbing caravans. Have you ever heard the tale of the Eternal Companions?
I remember that game for the Sega Genesis, Eternal Champions. Does that help? Huh. I'm looking forward to seeing where this is heading.
The Eternal Companions were a group of warriors that traveled the ancient kingdoms, well before the formation of the Empire. They were said to be giants, to know styles no one could match, and to always appear to offer their services to a kingdom when times were worst.
What made you think of these companions?
What made me bring this up was just a simple thought. Were these companions real people once? Were they just like us? Something tells me they were, but not in the way you'd expect. You know how legends tend to grow in the telling? I think they also absorb other tales as they go.
When we succeed, no one will lump us in with some ridiculous fantasy.
I can imagine worse things. But then the old saying goes that it's better to have people wonder why a monument wasn't built in your honor than have them wonder why it was. The point is that when things are wrong, people believe that someone will do something about it. Whether we succeed or not, we're those someones right now. More importantly, you're the someone. You're the real reason we're together. And I worry about how much of this rides on your shoulders. You're important to me in many ways. I just want you to know that I'll do anything I can to help. Anything. Just ask.
It's not my shoulders I want you riding on. Ha ha ha. Ugh. Thank you, Sky.
You're welcome. We'll talk again soon, I promise. For now, let's get back to it.
All right.
Always happy. I was just thinking that it's not that I don't want to talk, but I know I'd be more comfortable if we made some more. Of course.
Just making sure I didn't stack up enough progress to get 2 in a row out of them.
You must go to the Lotus Assassin for. I'm not sure we have the time. There are too many important matters that... Do not...
Okay, we can't do any more with our manties.
What do you want?
What do you think of our current situation, little girl?
No, you're one of them, aren't you? But not really, right? We have to find them so we can stop them. I know you can do it. All the people whisper in fear about them, but you stand up and fight back. But the princess said you'll have to get inside their fortress to find them.
The fortress of the Lotus Assassins, hidden among the graves of the necropolis, a fitting place for their corruption.
Is there anything else you want?
Nope.
Okay.
We good.
What? What do you want?
Have you ever considered settling down?
Tried that once. It didn't work out. Prefect Mu Hong pledged his daughter Mi-Shan to me after I cleared his district of bandits. She wasn't ugly, so I agreed. The night of the wedding feast, I got more than a little drunk, and in the morning I woke up in the prefect's bed, next to the prefect's wife.
That's one way to get to know your new family.
I got up and went into my bride's room, and there was a strange man in her bed. I killed the bastard and was about to kill her when Mishan came into the room yelling. Apparently, I had just killed her sister's husband and was about to kill her sister. I tried to tell her it was an honest mistake, but she wouldn't hear it.
That must have made you very popular with the family.
The brother-in-law's family was pissed, and so was the prefect when he found out about his wife. They tried to subdue me so they could send me to prison. I killed them all swiftly. None of them suffered. Still, Mishan wouldn't leave with me. She kept crying and complaining about her family. Family life just isn't for me.
What are your thoughts on our situation?
This is going to be fun. Those Lotus assassins won't know what hit them. This might just be the most exciting day of my life. You know, battles like this don't come along every day. We could very well die in there, cut up into small pieces, trying to fight off hundreds of enemies. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Come on, let's go to the fortress and have some fun.
I'd like to hear more about your past.
I'm a fighter, not a damn history book. No more stories. You've got my fists and my axes. That's enough. Let's find someone to kill.
Oh, all right. Oh, have I not already talked to Dawnstar enough? Jeez. What? What Dawnstar? What? Nobody cares. Shut up, you stupid. Why am I even asking? I don't... Ugh. Don't want to miss out on any plot lines or whatever. Is there anything you want to talk about?
I haven't had any time to think about anything except Master Li and Two Rivers and the Imperial City. It's all so much to take in.
God. I want to make sure you're at your best. I don't want anyone distracted.
I've probably told you this story, but when I was young,
Oh,
I
God.
dreamt of a magic carp that would take me to a place
I
where
said
no one
don't
was
be
troubled by
distracted and you're going
visions
to tell
of
me about a
spirits.
magical carp.
Now I can't help but picture that poor fish flopping in the streets of the Imperial City, oblivious passers-by casually stepping around it.
That does sound exactly like you, but not a metaphor. Like you're literally just a rotting, flopping around, just, ugh. What a wonderfully absurd way to answer a question.
Something about our current company seems to encourage it. Not that I'm ungrateful for their help, but I miss Xingwu, Old Ming, Gu Jin. I remember lessons in the school, and you making some joke that had Smiling Mountain snickering under his breath, even as he scolded us for not paying attention. What do you remember about those days?
How much I wanted to get away from you and meet some different people. Hard lessons, skills that will allow me to avenge the loss of that life.
I don't begrudge the grim determination you have to show, but I am concerned by it. Don't lose who you are. That would be a victory for the people that did.
No, this is who I am.
We should go. The task ahead will be difficult, and I fear the effect it will have on us.
All right, Bun Master, what have you got to say?
Yes? How can this humble bun master assist you today?
You could master my buns, for one thing. What are your thoughts on our situation?
I still can't believe it's that easy to become a Lotus assassin. If I had known sooner, I would have joined their ranks as soon as possible. It would be brutal work, with little reward, and there's a good chance I'd die a hideous, painful death. But it couldn't all be better than married life, could it?
Why don't you just leave your wife, start over?
My prescient pretty has an uncanny knack for derailing my plans, in case you haven't already noticed. I have tried several times to leave, but it always fails miserably. Some say there are spirits out there that masquerade as people, and I suspect she may be one of them. She has my soul, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Do you have any proof that she's whatever?
One time, I tried to sneak away while she was delivering a special order of buns to her uncle's family. As I started to leave, I slipped on some oil and broke my arm. Still, I put my arm in a sling and was continuing on my way when I was run down by a rogue bun cart. When I came to, my wife had returned and was in a foul mood. Apparently, everyone she had visited died from food poisoning. But why not her? I mean, I'm sure she ate at least one of the buns I sent.
Yikes. Wow. Attempted murder. All right. Are you saying that the buns are poisoned?
I am saying no such thing. It is simply my lot in life to be given into the care of a demon whose sole sustenance comes from sucking the very life from my body and soul. Soup, anyone? As you say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
Cool, cool, cool. Those pots aren't going to scrub themselves. Let's go play with the wacky machine.
Yes, yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty, chatty.
Let's talk about Lord Lau's furnace.
Yes, yes, I am eager to return there. It is a masterful...
Identified any more configurations?
No, I have not had any new insights. I don't know. Maybe have a look at this note. I copied some scrawled words from a post near the furnace controls.
All right.
If you like.
Let's ask about the current situation before we leave.
Those assassins will be tougher than Gao's men. Be careful. I need you to do more test flights with my marvelous dragonfly. If you like, but nothing was ever built by talking about it. Yeah. No. I think I'm out of scraps and notes. Still, something...
Is he actually handing me notes?
If... Yes. No. I passed along what knowledge I have.
Okay. Guess that's all the clues he had. Take me back to the furnace.
Certainly. It's just a flick of a switch, and I'm reasonably sure the trip isn't even doing any irreparable harm.
Transcribe. Okay. We got 2 notes to read when we get there. 2 notes about what the heck is up with the furnace. Oh, I think the notes were clues about where to find configurations. I think that's what they were, if I remember correctly. Because I know I got a clue to find one that I had already found, and I was like, oh man, that doesn't help. Let's see, how do you even go to the notes? Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's what they are. So if I, 1 configuration. Oh god, I hope I have the... I hope I have the thing I need to actually do it. Okay, a Stone of the Cow. Yeah, I've got one of those. Okay. A Garden of... Yeah, I've already gotten that one. The Scholar's Garden had one. This is one I don't have. In the Fortress of the Dark-Handed Ones. They're talking about the... Talk about the place I'm getting ready to go after I do the arena. The, Inquisitors... Not Inquisitors, but the Assassins Guild or whatever. The Assassin's Fortress. Okay, so now what was it again? Tiger... Cow, stone... All but the cogs. That's weird, that's... Didn't I already do that one? Didn't I already do that one? All but the cog. I feel like I've done that one already. Because these over here are the cogs, and this is the one. Here's the cogs, right? I'm like fairly certain I've already done that one. And I don't know if something goes wrong if you do the same one twice. Because I don't want to waste fuel on something that's a thing I've already done. I'm just looking at so I'm sitting here doing nothing. I looked it up because I'm like, yeah, you do get two of these. So you get two horse thingies. So I'm looking at what the list of them is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. There's 8 different ones. I'm nervous about doing a copy of the second one and then not having enough fuel to do all the other ones to do each unique one. I think we're gonna leave that for now. Shit, whoops, knocked my microphone over. I think we're gonna leave this for now. So yeah, whoops, getting out of here.
Very well. In the meantime, I will try to see if...
Sorry for that waste of time, but... I'm really nervous about not having enough fuels to get each one. I don't know why it gives you 2 of that one. It doesn't look like any of the other ones give you 2. Alright, so my indecisive ass is going back to the arena then. Well, not back to it, but to it for the first time. Right. Here we go, our first entrance to the arena after all this time. We still haven't gone in. There's going to be fighting, there's going to be interrogating some guy to try to figure out what's going on with the slave dealing mission. There's going to be impressing the executioner, but I think that just involves doing the fights. There was something else I could have done here, but I ended up finishing that mission a different way.
That's why my men brought you to me. I wanted to finish this personally.
But
Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you? Did the glint of silver get in your eye?
Joe, honestly,
Oh. Well, he got accused of throwing a fight, and then he got thrown down the stairs.
You needed something for Twitnit one?
Yes, I need to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
I'm finished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you.
Sounds to me like you got what you deserved.
You don't know anything about how the Imperial Arena works. Why don't you go find out? Guess my spot in the roster is yours if you want it. Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes. He's always upstairs in the 3rd room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
Alright, loser. Loser. Sounds to me like you took a dive. I don't need to recharge my spirit. Hey, Arena Guard.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
You? What could you possibly want? You're not here to bet, are you? Betting's only open when there's a match on, and right now, I don't see hundreds of people screaming at me, so I can assume there's no match on.
How does betting work?
Right now, it doesn't. No match, no bets. That's not so hard, is it? And don't ask how it works when a match is on. I'm not your teacher. Come to think of it, you look a bit strapping. Why not fight instead of talking to me? Kui the promoter's your man if you're interested. He'll be upstairs a few rooms around the circle.
When will there be a match to bet on?
When Kui the promoter gets around to setting one up. Go bother him if you really have to know this instant. Of course, he'll take one look at you and say, there's a new fish to throw into the ring. Good money if you fight for him, but that's your business and no care of mine. If you want to find Kui, he'll be upstairs, usually in the fighter's room, just past where the nobles marinate in their own decadence.
This guy's got an attitude problem.
Good, you do that. I need all the quiet I can get before the matches start. Have to build it up so I don't go insane when the crowds come.
The fights in this arena are the best in the Empire.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I haven't seen any other gladiator fights. Imperial champions, gaze upon these words with reverence, for they offer some small slice of the history of the most glorious contest in the arena. The Ravager, deadly, cold, and precise. The Ravager refuses to speak and shows no care for the crowd, but none can question his deadly strength. Wildly popular with the more bloodthirsty members of our crowd, the Ravager's rare fights are always sold out. So, he's the big, scary, awesome guy. Raging Ox. All of the Imperial City fondly remembers Raging Ox, our recently retired Imperial champion. Quick with a smile and famous for his antics both in and out of the ring, Ox's legend will live many lifetimes. So he's the opposite of the current guy. Kai Lan the Serpent. Kai Lan's phenomenal control over magic and his intense focus made him one of the greatest champions to grace the ring of the Imperial Arena. Cold and imperious, Kai Lan played to the crowd to cultivate a love-hate relationship that has persisted to this day. And we'll explore the rest of the arena in the next video.